أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters here, how are you all? Hope and pray that you all are doing well and good. Ameen. Kindly make use of the chat box, inshallah. Keep it an interactive, keep it an engaging session, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, barakallah. Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers here. So where are we? We are into the day 5th of this editing course, right? The Canva Mastery course, the Design Like a Pro course. And alhamdulillah, by now, I have seen so many of my students turning into pro designers. Barakallahu feeki, dear sisters and brothers here. Subhanallah, all of your designs that you are submitting have reached a level that alhamdulillah you all can now be confident that you all will be a pro in the future. And just inshallah next 3 to 4 days you will inshallah learn every type of designing, and inshallah you can start off your own journey of editing. Inshallah ta'ala. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, rectify your intentions before you begin with, because with an intentions our deeds are judged, our ajr is written based on our intentions, right? So come on, dear sisters and brothers, please rectify the intentions before you do something or anything, because we want the deeds to be accepted, right? For the deeds to be accepted, we want to rectify it, right? So dear sisters and brothers, please rectify the intentions, and may Allah make this thing that we are learning as a good deed for us, right? As a sadaqah jariyah for us, inshallah ta'ala. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, begin with the right intention. Begin by intending that you're going to learn this new skill, educate yourself with this skill, you're going to learn this skill for his sake, to earn his pleasure. What are we? We are the Muslims, right? Muslim and Muslimas. We have a greater purpose in our life. We are with a purpose. We are not as such, right? We are with a purpose. So behind everything we search for the ajr, right? Behind each and every task we do every day, we search for the ajr in it. We search for the akhirah in it. So with this, how can we make our akhirah, dear sisters and brothers? It is beautiful, right? Through this skill, you can make your akhirah as well as dunya, inshallah ta'ala. So come on, before we begin, please rectify your intentions, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah make this acceptable ajr, inshallah. So come on, rectify intentions that you're going to educate yourself the skill, to pursue a career, or to use this skill for the sake of Allah, inshallah ta'ala. So come on, let's begin with the name of Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, so that Allah blesses our efforts, blesses our journey, blesses this work of ours, inshallah ta'ala. So begin with the name of Allah, so that Allah puts barakah in the time, efforts, and the skill that we are learning, and seek help from Almighty Allah, that Allah make this ilm that we are learning as an ilm and nafiya for us. Make a dua that Allah make this skill that I'm learning ilm and nafiya, and a ilm that is not that is of benefit, and not a ilm that is of no benefit, right? So alhamdulillah, begin with the duas, and let's continue on this journey of being more productive with our smartphones, inshallah. So come on, can you all give me a quick recap on whatever we were dealing in all the last 4 classes? Please type down in the chat box. Day 1 to day 4. What were we learning, dear sisters and brothers? Alhamdulillah, we learned all of it. We learned about the Canva editor, the logo making, and we also learned about something called as, in yesterday's session, what were we learning, dear sisters and brothers? Come on. Flyers of all kinds. Yes. Truly basically on which one? In yesterday's class, we were learning basically on which one? The service flyers. One among it was service flyers. And what else? And something about freelancing, right? I told you to prepare it for your own. Alhamdulillah, you all did this task excellently. Did you all get the clients? It was homework for yesterday's class. I told you all to prepare a flyer for your own freelancing, photo editing service. Did any one of you get one client, at least one client? Did you all post your flyer of photo editing service on your WhatsApp? That was a task for yesterday's class. Do you remember that? Yes, dear sisters and brothers. No, no one posted it on your WhatsApp stories. Okay, no problem, inshallah. You will get that confident in few days, inshallah. No problem, no problem. Probably you are not that confident yet, but inshallah you will develop this confidence after this course, inshallah. You will be able to, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So what did we learn in yesterday's class? We learned how to develop your own course flyers if you're launching any courses or something like that, or if you're launching a webinar or something like that. Some of this was dealt like this, right? These flyers were edited in yesterday's class. I just gave it some touch up, and then we edited the tutoring flyers like this, right? Then we edited the webinar flyers. Then we had seen how to create the service flyers. Mashallah, the service flyers were excellent that you all had edited, right? This was the homework for yesterday's class, that you all have to edit the photo editing service flyer. And alhamdulillah, you all did it excellently. And barakallahu feeki, dear sisters and brothers, welcome to this journey of freelancing with this. You all can start today's right away, inshallah. You all are doing the skill excellently. Okay, so be confident. Okay, when you reach the level of confidence within you, when you have that confidence that you can make the flyers for the client, then inshallah go for it, dear sisters and brothers, go for it. First what you all have to do is first start with the family and friends. Okay, please start among your you have to start with your own social media. Put that flyer of this photo editing service on your own social media, fine, social accounts like WhatsApp stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, or put it on the WhatsApp groups. Okay, if you get the clients, and the clients will not be like who need the highest grade of editing or something like that. You will be learning through designing. Okay, each day you will learn a new thing. So come on, start this journey through the clients. Only you will start learning each and every skill of this editing. Okay, inshallah ta'ala, when you achieve such a confidence that you can do it, come on, go for it. Okay, go for it, inshallah ta'ala. You can go with the first stage is nothing but sharing with the family friends on your social accounts, and the next stage would be you just have to go to the freelancing websites like Fiverr, the Freelancer, and there are so many, Upwork and more. There are so many websites. You just have to post your gigs there, and you have to develop a strong portfolio there, and you have to start with the editing service, inshallah ta'ala. Just go and search there how many Canva editors are over there. Okay, just go and see how many Canva editors are there, and they're charging a wholesome amount there. For one flyer, they are actually taking around $10, 10, 20 to 30. Okay, you all can create more beautiful stuff than them, inshallah. So I want you all to be very confident and start this journey whenever you're going into it, inshallah. So come on, this was the homework, and you all did it excellently. Barakallahu fiki. The homework out of all was by Sister Usman Azleen. Excellent, dear sisters. This dear sister here, barakallahu fiki. Inshallah, I want you all to put in your skills, put in all your creativity in your flyers, and make it the excellent flyers, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah ta'ala. So come on, let's head on to the day 5 of this Canva mastery course, dear sisters and brothers. What are we going to learn today? I've already shared in the group, right? What are we going to learn? This is very important for all the professionals, all the students, and all the teachers here. Okay, today we are going to learn how to make the presentations. If you are into going to the teaching fields, if you want to prepare something Islamic, the Islamic PDFs, for example, you want to prepare the Quranic duas PDF, or you want to prepare a presentation for the Quranic duas, or if you want to prepare ayah PDFs, one after another, one ayah after another with a translation or something like that, we are going to learn it all in today's session, inshallah. How to prepare each and every slides, how to make such a slide that you are being presented with. This PPT that is being played now, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah, you will be able to design it beautifully by yourself, inshallah. We are going to learn this skill of preparing your presentations with your smartphone only. You do not have to go back and refer your laptops, and you have to sit back for hours together and make the presentations. I'm going to teach you a very easy skill of making the presentations beautifully and excellently, inshallah. So come on, we are going to learn the color palettes, the styles today, inshallah. We are going to learn something how to combine it, and we are going to learn some small things about the color theory as well. Yes, sisters and brothers, come on, be ready to grasp more in today's session. Today, the students who are here, you will be able to create your own resumes yourself, the beautiful resumes, inshallah, in today's session. And the teachers or the professionals or the schools or institute who are linked with the schools and institutes, you will be also able to go through the certificates, inshallah, in today's session. And also, dear sisters, dear students, here I'm addressing you. You will be able to take the notes. You will be able to learn how to take the notes making will also be taught in today's session. We will learn how to prepare the documents and more in today's class. Dear sisters and brothers, be ready to learn something very, very important in today's class. Be ready with the two devices. Are you all ready with the two devices? Come on, make use of the chat box to reply to me, inshallah ta'ala. Do you all have with two devices? If not two devices, at least one device to listen to the class. Follow my screen all along. If you cannot do that, at least write whatever is being said and do it after the class, okay? Practice is must. I say again and again, because this is a skill that you're learning. It is not a bookish knowledge. It is not a bookish, what we say, the stories or the lessons or something like that. This is a skill that needs continuous practice, dear sisters and brothers. Practice will make you pro. Okay, practice will make you pro. You know, when you get the clients, you know what you will charge your money for? You charge for your time that you're giving for this, right? Because whenever you're going to make some flyers, it takes time together. Takes minutes together. It takes hours together to make to finish one graphically designed flyer, right? By now you all might have understood this, right? You at least need at least 20 to 15 minutes to actually finish a flyer perfectly, right? Do you all know this? Yes, right? Yes, alhamdulillah, you all have been experiencing this. So we actually, the designer, we the editors, we actually charge for our time that we are giving, okay? Not about the skill or something like that. The time that we are spending to create their design, we actually charge for that, right? So alhamdulillah. So with this spirit of learning more, with this spirit of doing something, you have to learn some tactics and tricks. So how you can minimize your time and how you can use your time wisely and create the steps very beautifully, inshallah. So in today's class, you're going to learn some of the tricks and tactics in which you are going to utilize your time and make use of your time and create a wonderful stuff without any wastage of time, inshallah ta'ala. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, let's begin without any delay in the time, without wasting our time. Let's start off. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Are you all ready? Come on, open up your Canva applications and inshallah start off. We are going to start with the presentations first, and then we are going to start with what we have addressed. Then we are going to start with something called as the documents, and then we are going to see resumes, and then we are going to see the certificates, inshallah ta'ala. So now we are going to see the presentations. Okay, all the teachers here, all the students here, all the professionals here, everyone has to create the presentations in any moment, any time of their lives, right? So come on, we will start with the presentations at the beginning. What is a presentation? Yes, sisters and brothers, is nothing but we are going to present something onto the screen. For example, if you are a software engineer or something like that, so what would you all do? You actually present the things in the form of the slides for the clients, or what we say for the projects. If you're going to give it for the team or something like that, you're going to make presentations and project it, right? So it will be useful for the professionals. It will also be useful for for whom? It will be also used for the teachers to project it to their students. What they do, they actually make the slides, make the presentation slides and project it to the teacher, to the students. And then it is also useful for the students. Students will have the what we say, the project, the school projects, in which they have to do some presentations of their work that they have done, or something like they have to explain, they have to give some explanation for their projects that they are creating, the final projects, or what we say, if they are engineering students or someone here, you all will be making use of the presentations in any time of your life, right? So come on, dear sisters and and brothers, we are going to start with the presentation. Type presentation. We have two aspect ratios here. One is 16:9 and another is 4:3. Okay, 16:9 is a YouTube ratio, and this is good for the Zoom. Okay, Zoom application. But usually, what is taken for the PPTs? You know, in the PPTs, I hope you all have seen the presentations. Microsoft PowerPoint. They usually take 4:3. Okay. 4:3 content is taken, and the slide that I put up every day is 4:3. Okay, it has some space on both sides, one black space on both sides. So because we are not taking 16:9, so the slide is 4:3. Usually for the presentation we take 4:3. Fine. Remember, usually for the presentation we take 4:3. We will start from the blank. Okay, create the blank. Start from the blank. Done, dear sisters and brothers. Create the blank. Now, if you want to see different slides that are here, you can just see the templates that are here. Come on, here are so many templates. You can just refer any of it. Okay. For example, okay, we are just beginning. I'm telling you, we are beginning with two ways. The first way is using the templates. Okay, using the templates. If you want, you can just go for it. And second way is creating your own PowerPoint from the scratch, PPT from the scratch. Okay, what I prefer doing is from the scratch because I want my own things edited on the frame. So I do it from the scratch. I'll teach you how I make slides, inshallah, how I make the presentation slides. Okay, you can create beautifully using your own ways of doing things, inshallah. Third thing is you can get the wallpapers from the Google or somewhere, and you can just put the wallpapers and start off by your own ways. Okay, I'll teach you each and every way, inshallah ta'ala. Hopefully this would be a very beneficial session for each one here. Okay, inshallah ta'ala. So whichever way you want, your sisters and brothers, you can start off. First thing, if you want to start with the templates, there are beautiful templates here. I'll just give you one idea how you can just go with one template. You know, in the templates, they actually give you tens of things, tens of slides. For example, 10 to 15 slides they'll give you, and they'll show you each and everything in that. For example, this is for the business. Okay, if you click on one, what happens is you will get 10 pages of this. Apply all 10 pages. What happens is for the entire slide, you will get all of it. Fine. You just have to make changes for this. And you just have to include whatever you want in each and everything. That's all. This is an easy way of doing things. The templates is easier way of doing things. You just have to change whatever that is here. This is one way of doing things. And for example, if you're a teacher or something like that, if you want the slides for the teaching, you just have to write teaching. Okay, you will be getting so many slides for the teaching. English class, teaching mathematics class, English class, science class, and whichever you want, just click on that. For example, I'll take this one, mathematics class. Okay, apply all 10 pages. If you're with the mathematics class, you can just make use of these slides and make your own. Replace all pages. You will get all of the slides like that. Okay, as such. Fine. Now I'll show you a way that I do things, inshallah. So what we are going to do with presentation slides. In the presentation, we want to have, again, let me just type presentation. Okay. And we want 4:3. Remember, it is 4:3. Fine. So come on. We are going to make the slides by ourselves, right? So what do we need at first, dear sisters and brothers, to make a slide? We need a background, right? Pure background, good background. Okay, we are going to start from the scratch again, fine? I did not explain to you how to add your own backgrounds because I wanted to keep it a bit lately, because I want you to cover some major topics and then get back to the minor topics, okay? So come on, dear sisters and brothers, how to assign the background coloring, okay? You know, single color, we have added, say, with the single color, but we have not added the double colors to the background, right? So we have something called as gradients in the background, okay? Just see here, there we have so many colors called as gradient colors, okay? Here are some of the combinations that Canva has to offer you by itself, okay? So come on, it has recommended me this one, I'll put this one, but I do not want this color. Usually I take the classes for the students. You know, I'm also a tutor, right? I'm also a mathematics tutor as well as an English tutor. I take classes for various students from various countries. So usually when I have the girl students, okay, what I usually prefer adding them, because I want to keep it very interactive as well as I want to keep it very eye-catching content, fine? So what usually I add is I add the pinkish color, fine? Okay. Okay, this is my way of doing things. You all might be having your own ways, okay? Okay, thus I would add pink, and then what I do not want this color, then I add the whitish color. Okay, fine. what I do is I delete this color. Okay, I just do it in 2 colors. Fine, 2 colors. You can create it beautifully in your own ways. Now in the gradients, dear sisters and brothers, you have different styling. See here, different styling. What I usually keep is I keep in this way. Fine, done. Hopefully you're finding it okay to go with. Okay, done. This is just the way that I do things. Okay, do not worry. When I have the students who are boys or something like that, I just add some bluish color to that. That's all. So I just keep it more eye-catching content. Okay, that's all. If you want to change colors, you just can change colors using the gradients that are already here. Fine. So this is one of the colors that we generated, but it is so dark here. Okay, one is darker, that is enough. So second one should be whitish. Okay, and this should be deleted. I do not know why did I add this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, then what I usually do is I add something called as a white shade. Okay, this is my way of doing things. You can do it in your own ways. Fine. Then I'll add it a white color. I just added a shape. Fine. I added a white color to that and I put it throughout. Done. Then what I do is I just minimize its transparency. Okay, I'll just make it more transparent. So let it be this much. Fine. This is done. So then what I do is I put my own logo there. Okay. So let me just put some logos. Probably it's here. Just a moment. It takes some time, but inshallah it will appear. Okay. Usually the things that we upload, it will be on the KineMaster. It will be on the Canva. It will be on the uploads. Fine. It will be on the uploads. So whatever you upload, these are all the stuffs that I upload for the classes that I take and also for the various organizations. These are the things that I created for the flyers for various people or the organizations. Fine. So just a moment, inshallah. You need your own logo. Usually I prefer taking the white logo and then it should be added inside a frame. Come on, do it after me, inshallah. One such if you develop along with me, you will be able to develop beautifully. Fine. You need a frame. Fine. This one, round frame. Keep it here. Done. Put it here. Done. Okay. This is done. Now I need something like I need a shadow to this. What usually I prefer is something that is below it. Okay. So let me see if I have some round shadow. Okay. You can add it in your own ways. This would be okay probably. I do not know because I did not apply it anytime. Okay. I can go for it if you want. This one, change the color. If you want to put it white, okay, pinkish. Let it be a bit in the transparency, lower the transparency. Fine. Okay, if you want to add something like the corners to the logo, you can just add it out, dear sisters and brothers. Send to back. Okay, just a forward. Let me just give it a border to this. You can give a border with weight if you want. Okay. Border weight and the border color, let me change it to white. Okay, is it something that's going wrong? Yes, the border color is here. Make it white if you want. Okay, this is totally up to you. It's the way you're going to do things, inshallah. Bring forward. Okay, let it be like this. Fine. This is the first page that I'm creating. It's just the mock-up or something like demo what you can all take from, inshallah. So if you want, you can give a bit of what we say, shadow. This shadow is not that perfect. I had something else in the store that I use usually. Send a bit backward. Send a bit backward. Okay, this is a piece. Okay, EDU-SITE presents. Okay, take your own colors. Probably this is not seeming good for me also. Okay, presents. Okay, I add up this one here. I usually make use of 3 fonts. Okay, first I'm telling you how to add the text boxes. Okay, I make use of 3 fonts. First I'll add a heading. Okay, for all the pages I'll keep this 3. 1, 2, and 3. Add a heading, add a subheading, add a body. Okay, 3 also you do it all together. You keep one after another. Put one here, and add a body. Put it here. Okay, create this. Come on, I want you all to create this together. Let's all create this together, inshallah. For this one, I make use of the fonts, which I'm telling you, I make use of the fonts named as Fredoka. Okay. Whatever the slides that you are seeing, that is self-made, and inshallah you will be able to get it beautifully. The next one is Nunito, and the next is Tufuli Arabic. I make use of these 3 fonts, fine. So I have added it all around here. Presents, learn mathematics. Okay. With a memeshar. Okay, let it be here. Let this be the subheadings that I add. I just write it like this with a memeshar. So whoever, probably this is here, we have so many teachers, so you all can refer this way of doing things, inshallah, if you want, or else I'll show you some of the tricks. Okay, so here the little body in this, I add my this one, www.youtube. Come on, do it all along, do not stop. /EDU-SITE. Okay, our color is not yet finished. Okay, do not worry, we have not developed a beautiful color. This is not a good color that we can refer to, fine, because we have so much more in this stuff, fine. We are just creating a mock-up. Inshallah, I'll show you a beautiful thing that you all can do after this. Okay, this is just a mock-up thing that I'm showing you all. Learn mathematics with a memeshal. This is perfectly aligned. Okay, make it a bit smaller, fine. So this is the 3 things that you have to generate. One is the headings, heading text, whichever you want to select. I selected Fredoka font, I selected Tufuli Arabic, I selected Nunito font. Okay, if you want to give it a bold look, you can give it a bold look. That's up to you, that's totally up to you, fine. So the next thing that you are going to do is you are going to create the slides. What slides are going to create? You're going to create the n number of slides. So I just duplicated twice. Okay, now what I'm going to do is in the next slides, I just want this okay, let me just keep this together. Okay, let me just put this together, select multiple, this, and if I want, I can put this 2 together. What I'll do is I'll just take this up and I'll put it here, fine, and the next slides. Okay, done. So I'll let this up. Okay, now what I do is I add an element, and the elements, we need a rectangle. Just see if there is a rectangle here. Okay, this one, something like this. I'll just add it in the whites, that's all. Okay, one thing, whichever you're taking the tutoring, or whichever you're doing, for example, whichever you're presenting, dear sisters and brothers, take the elements of that field, fine. So for now, what I'll do is I'll just show you, send backwards. Okay, if I want, I'll just bring a bit forward. Just a moment, inshallah. Bring forward. Done. So now whatever the lessons we want, we will just put it up here and there. So what we will do here is, dear sisters and brothers, if this is a slide that you have, okay, now you want to add the elements. Okay, you have to add some of the elements. For example, if you're into the mathematics class, you just go and search for the maths words. Okay, maths, we just type maths and grab some things that feels very good for you and put it out here and there, fine. Put it out here and there. For example, like this, duplicate it up, somewhere put it here. Okay, but remember, you're going to just decrease its transparency. And also add a white look to this. Okay, transparency should be very low. Fine. This would not suffice. We need more. Okay, we need more. We'll add more of it. We'll just make it a white colored. Okay, this would be good to go with. Okay, white colored, and then a transparency, lower it up. Okay, even if you are creating the slides for your schools or something like that, you can refer to such things. Okay, now dear sisters and brothers, listen carefully. Fine, listen carefully. The color that is here is not suiting our requirement. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to go to the designs. Fine, we're going to go to the designs. There's something called as styles. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, refer to this. Go to something called as styles. Okay, hope you all are doing it all along. So, we have so many styles here. First, we have something called as combinations. Okay, the Canva has to offer you all of the combinations altogether. Okay, Canva offers you the combinations altogether. I'll show you how the combinations are. See here, there is a first combination. Can you all read this? The first one is combinations. In this bar, dear sisters and brothers, it gives you the color combinations as well as text combinations. Okay, text combinations. When you click on it, you will just get the text and colors. The second is the color palettes. Please remember, this is the color palettes. Whenever you just click on it, the entire slides will change to the colors that you have just assigned. Okay. Then you have font sets. These are the combinations that Canva has to offer you, and it says you what you can use for the headings, what you can use for the subheadings, what you can use for the body text. Okay. And then these are the font, this one, and these are the colors palettes, and then these are the combinations. These will help you very much when you are going to design your own from the scratch. Okay. For example, I'll see the combinations, color combinations. I did not like the combinations that are here. So I'll go to the color palettes. I did not like the combinations, the color combination that is here. I'll go to the color palettes. Now just see here, our design is this one. Just a moment. What did I do? Okay. Our design is this one. Now I want to change the colors to the design that is here. Okay, I'll take this pinkish color. See how beautifully it is converted to a beautiful slide, right? Now what you can do is, for example, I applied this one. Okay, apply to all pages. You see here, apply to all pages. Now we when refer to, you just have to make some small changes. That's all. Okay, you have to make some small changes, and then that will be an excellent color that you can go with. Fine, I'll just change it to black. Okay. So this is how you actually change it based on the styling that is given by the Canva. Fine, dear sisters and brothers. And again, I'll show you different ways of doing things. Do not worry, inshallah. So the next thing, see, you have in the color palettes, you have something called as blackish and bluish. See here, you just have changed the colors into the beautiful colors, and also you also have changed it into this one, dear sisters and brothers. What was it? You also have changed the text along with it. See here, this one, apply to all pages. See now how beautiful it looks, right? So you just have to change you have to make some of the changes. That's all. So whichever you want, go for an aesthetic color. Okay. You do not want something that is here. Go to something creative. If you want to make it something creative, something youthful. If you want, go to something youthful. Okay. Let me see how it is with the youthful colors. Okay. What is it creating? Apply to all pages. It's in something in this way. Something colorful you want. Apply to all pages. Okay, this is the way that you do things. Okay, we actually, whenever you're going to for the slides, dear sisters and brothers, prefer only 3 colors, something the combination of 3 colors or more. For example, something like this, apply to all pages. Okay, something like this and more. Fine. So hopefully you have found it great to go with, right? So you all can just develop something like this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, alhamdulillah. And if you want to do it with the borders, dear sisters and brothers, you can do it with the borders as well. Alhamdulillah, this is just a mock-up that I showed you all. You can go with that. Now, dear sisters and brothers, I do not like the combination of the fonts that is here. I want a beautiful font combinations. Okay, I want a beautiful font combinations. Look here, it has changed with the templates itself. Now I want a beautiful font combination. So what I'll do, I'll give a combination. Just see here how we can just change the combination. Just see here, dear sisters and brothers, you will be astonished by this. Okay, beautiful. Apply to all pages. You can change it beautifully by your own. Okay, go to the combinations. Okay, this combination. Apply to all pages. See how beautiful you have just turned it out. Learn mathematics with Mishal, youtube.com at this much. Okay, now you are going to create things. For example, now we are going to create an actual presentation for our class. Okay, do not worry, inshallah. I'm going to show it all to you all today. So come on, there's something that is inside should be in the blackish color. Fine. So then learn mathematics. First, what are you going to write? You're going to write something like, what is our lesson for today, or something like that. If you're a teacher, you write it this one. If you're a student, you're going to write some contents or something like that. And you're going to write the topics that you're going to cover, or topics that you're going to explain about. You're going to write a brief definitions, definite introductions, or something like that, or something like, okay. So for now, I'll just take a mock-up of the my classes, what I take. Lesson for today. Lesson for today. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just add a white coloring. Okay. So usually I told you I prefer using the fonts named as these 4 fonts. The Fredoka for all, or probably this is also fine. The font that I just had was also fine. This one, what I prefer is the fully Arabic. Change all. This was also better because this something with the Canva is Canva has offered it excellently. Fine. So you just can change the font if you do not like it here. Okay, because the students have to understand the concept that you're explaining, right? So come on, you have to make a beautiful use of the fonts here. So this is Gallagher is also fine. Okay. Lesson for today, you're going to add. See here. Please remember, lesson for today, for example, I'm telling you today's lesson, what did we have in class? Today's lesson was about presentations, right? So what I do, I write presentations here. Lesson for today, presentation slides. Okay. So I write it in a bit bolder manner. Probably you all have seen my slides, how I write it, right? So presentations. In the presentations, I just need a good font. Font plays a very key role in your concepts, dear sisters and brothers. Okay. Presentations. Put it here. Lesson for today's presentations. So in the presentations, what do? I usually add the elements along with it. Have you all seen that? Yes, probably you all have seen my slides that I create. So I usually add the elements. So for the presentations, I'll just put the presentations here. Presentations. Okay. And the presentation, you just can put anything here, anything around. 1, 2. Okay. This is how I just created today's class. And today's class, probably you all have seen at the beginning. This was some of the mock-up that I created. I created in this way. Fine. Hopefully you all are finding it beneficial. So what I do now, I just work with the duplications. Duplicate it a number of times. Lesson for today done. Then what we do is we create for the different ways. For example, if I want to write a recap, okay, I'll write a recap related slide. What I do is I make a template and keep. Okay, I make a template and keep, and then I make changes by duplicating it every day. Fine, I make changes for that by duplicating it every day, because we do not have got so much time to create new slides for every class or something like that, because the teachers who are here, they have so many classes or something like that, right? So you can just duplicate your projects and create different projects for each. Okay, so one more thing, dear sisters and brothers, this is how you can just create recap classes, or at last you can ask for the doubts and something. Everything should be included like this. For example, if you want to ask a doubt or something like that, you can just remove the stuffs, all of the stuffs that are here. You want to make a doubt related this one slide, so you just write it as doubt, select all, DOUBT, any doubts. So for that slide, what you'll do, if you want, you can keep this one, or you can just add the elements based on the doubt slides. Okay, and then at last you write a thank you wala slide, and in that you will just mention the, if you want, you can just add on the, okay, this one, and you can just put up a thank you there. Fine. Hopefully you all found this beneficial, inshallah. This is the way you all can create your own slides. Okay. And one more thing, inshallah, you do not want the slides to be created by yourself. You do not want to put the background by yourself. There is another way of doing things. Okay. Let me just go to the home page. We're going to create a new slides. We could have created from there itself, but I wanted to show you how you're going to start off again. Go from the creating blank. Okay. Now you want your own background. For example, you want a beautiful background. Go to the elements, type background for presentation. Whatever you're going to present, background for the education, background for the Islamic presentation. For example, you're creating the slides for Quranic ayahs or something like that, or you're going to create the presentation slide, the PPT slides, or the PDFs for your own, for each ayah, or for each dua, for example, dua for reading, dua for writing, dua for eating, or something like that. Or you can just go and search for the background for each, whichever you want, background for education. Okay. We'll see background for education. You can put up your own backgrounds for education. For example, I'll put this up here. Okay, this is a mathematics thing. Okay, I'll put this up here. This is just the element. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll put a beautiful background from the photos. Fine. I'll see what education backgrounds are here from the photos. Okay, this one. So what I'll do, I'll put it behind this. Okay. Okay, send to back. Send to back. Something that is here, element that should be whitish color. This is in this way. Now what I'll do, I'll decrease its transparency like this. Now I'll start creating my content. You can start learn maths with Mishal, learn designing with Mishal. You can just write your own names and start off with the teaching slides if you want. For example, if you're going to create it for the students' sake, if you're going to create some topics, how to do something like that, how to make a facial expression recognition project or something like that. Whichever project you're going to do for the for your own curriculum or something, you can just start off. Okay, this way you can just add the presentation, the elements, and then start creating. And one important thing, biggest tip and trick that I told for today's session, dear sisters and brothers, is the styles. Move to the styles. You are not understanding what to give the colors to the background. You're not understanding how to colorify your background. Just go to the combinations and select a beautiful combinations. If you do not want the fonts to be changed, if you want your own fonts, you just go for the color palettes. Okay, these are the color palettes. These are designed by the color theory. Okay, there is some theory known as color theory. You do not want to go into depth for that, but remember, these are all the palettes that have been designed using that. So when you just click on this, it will show you by itself that what it has to assign. Fine. So these are the photos that are here. So let me just delete it. I'll show you how it assigns beautifully. Okay, when you're just going to use this one, it will show you the different ways of doing things. Okay, so here we do not have much things that are available on the space, so it is not showing you. For example, I'll take one of my slides, use the styles. Okay, if you want to use the style from the various projects that were done before, for example, I'll show you, dear sisters and brothers, I have done this today's slide. Okay, today's presentation, I want to use all of the styles that are used on that. So what I do is I'll just click on use of the style. See, what were used in my project is this one. My presentation that I just presented is this one. This is the heading that I used. This is the subheading. This is for the body, and this is the background that I used. I had used the background. This time theme I kept as black background. So what I did was I just went to the elements and typed black backgrounds, and when I found the best element, I just dragged it off and put it on my slide. That's all. And then you are just going to add the headings, add the subheadings, and more. That's all. Now, if you want to import something from your projects, dear sisters and brothers, listen carefully. Okay, if you have done 10 to 5 slides, and if you have done 5 to 6 presentations, now you want to import something from the previous projects. So you have something here called as projects. Okay, these are the projects. Okay, so come on, click on the see all. You have all the projects that you have done recently. You just have to click on whichever project you want to import from. This is the project, dear sisters and brothers, which we had created, which I have created for your Canva class for today. Yes, this was the slides that I had created for today's class. Okay, so if you want to import something from there, okay, you just have to click there and add as a new page. That will be added to our slide. So this way you can make your own slides, dear sisters and brothers. I'll show you what did I add to that slides again, so that you all will take some what we say inspiration, or what some ideas from that, because this was the most liked slides that we create, because the students also liked it a lot. So alhamdulillah. So I'll show you what were the slide contents. It's the same that I did. I showed you today. It's nothing but we added logo, the presence. It's our own way of doing things. Okay, design like a pro with Mishal. See, the white is the same thing. These are the elements that we take. This is nothing but the text. This is nothing but the text that are through the elements. And this one, duas, which is nothing but the element. This is the text. This is the logo. Dear sisters and brothers, this is the way you all can create your own slides. Start today. Start preparing your own. For example, if you're interested in making dua PDFs, dua PPTs, the presentations, how you can do, you can just start off by making things. It's very easy. It's quite easy, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah. Come on, think that it is easy, and inshallah, Allah will make it easy for you all. Okay, I'll show you some of the presentation that I make for the students. Okay, for my students, some of it, inshallah. Let's see if we have some of it. Okay, Australian curriculum, probably. Okay, some of it, inshallah. So this is how I created for some of the students prerequisites. These are the ways I create. I wanted to make it more eye-catching for the students so that they actually get interested when they learn. So what I'd add, for example, okay, I wanted to give you this example as well. If you want to add something from the Google, okay, from the Google page, okay, for example, I just took some screenshots from the Google. I'll add it here. For example, this one, okay. I want to add about the fractions. Okay, I want to add it here. So we just have to take a screenshot, put it on this one, and you are going to give it some this one, what we say, some filters, some effects by removing its background or something as such. Okay, background remover you can add different effects, and you can just create a beautiful way out of it, each and everything. Okay, we have so many teachers in our class, so we are especially taking this topic. Okay, and also there are students that are here. I want you all to listen carefully. This is the way you all are going to do things, work on things. Fine. If your students here, again, if you want to work on new slides, like technology related slides, if you want to have your own what we say, the slides for the technology or the engineering projects, if you have, you can just go for this engineering slides, whichever you want. For example, if you want it based on the computer outlook, the technology, you can just write technology slides, technology presentation. Okay, right, you will get some ideas. Only take some ideas, that's all. Take some ideas. For example, see here, dear sisters and brothers, you have beautiful technology presentation. Take some ideas, take some, if you want, you just can grab the beautiful, what we say, beautiful backgrounds from there, copy the beautiful background from there, and do it on your own ways. Do it in your own ways. I'm not telling you to use the templates. You can make it yourself, because you all are having your own creativity in hand. Okay, you all can put out your creativity into your slides and create the beautiful stuff that world can watch, inshallah ta'ala. So please make sure you all are using your creativity in your designs, inshallah. Not just like copy pasting. Brainstorm your ideas and put in all of it in your own designs, inshallah ta'ala. So this was the first thing that I wanted to explain, how to make the presentations. Probably you all have created at least 3 to 4 slides by now. I want you all to create the complete presentation, inshallah, at least of 5 to 6 slides. Okay, in today's class we have learned to do something like this, right? Okay, add on to this. For example, you do not want to put it in this way, you can add it in different ways. For example, create an Islamic flyer here. Okay, this presents, if you're into something, for example, who was yesterday, okay, Darul Arqam, something was here, presents, you can just mention some slide name. Okay, presents, or presents to you the Quranic ayahs, or you can say dua flyers, or you can say masnoon duas, what you can say, or what we say, the recommended duas. You can make the PDFs in this way, masnoon dua PDF. Okay, masnoon dua presented by or prepared by or something like that, prepared by. We can just give it in this way, and then start off with each and every dua here or something like that, inshallah. These are the ideas that I'm giving you. Now, how to present it, dear sisters and brothers. If you are doing a presentation, okay, hopefully you all know that whenever you're going into the presentation, you actually have to add something called as transition, right? Usually people add the transitions when they are into the presentations. Okay, usually the classes that I take on the Zoom, the PDFs that I present on the Zoom, I make it in the format of the PDFs. Okay, PDFs do not have something called as transitions. Okay, usually I prefer using the PDF standard. Okay, but when you go for PPTX here, then what happens, dear sisters and brothers, is for each and everything the transitions can be added. Transition is nothing but from one slide to another slide. When it moves from one slide to another slide, you can give it beautiful animation. For example, see here, I can give this dissolve animation, I can give the slide animation, I can give the circle wipe animation, I can give this color wipe animation. Whatever I want, you can animate the things. Okay, when you are teachers, you all have to do this, exhibit it beautifully, right? So come on, I want you all to give this transitions also. And today's homework would be based on this, inshallah. You all have to present something beautifully, anything. If you are a teacher, at least you have to make any slides of your curriculum and send to me. If you are into any professional field, you have to do it the business or something like that, and present it to me, inshallah. Even if you are having something like the business, the commodities for what we say, for selling or something like that, make the presentations and share it with me, inshallah. Let me see how you all have understood this concept so well. How to add the transition? You have to click on this plus button between the two pages and click on the transition, and you will have so many transitions that Canva has to offer you. So the chop transition, if you want to apply the same transition, you have to apply between all pages, and then this is done. So when you are going to download this, if you're going to download it into the format of PPT, then it is well and good if you want to include the transitions. But if you are going to download it into the format of PDF, you will not have it in the format of transitions, won't be available. Fine. So remember, this is the way you're going to do the prepare the PDFs. And one important thing, I told you the easiest way of doing things, easiest way of making things, making the presentations or something like that. Move to the presentations. Whichever the presentation you want, 4:3 is actually the best and most used 4:3 presentation. If you want to create a blank project, and then you do not get an idea, you do not know which backgrounds to include, what to include, where to include from, you just move to the styles and add some font sets. First you add some font sets, use some elements behind. Then, for example, this font set looks great for you, use some elements behind. For whichever you're going to do, use some elements behind. For example, you're doing for the for English book on English grammar class or something like that. Click on the English, and then you see some of the letters like this. Put it there, here and there. Put it in white, probably white, and decrease its transparency. And then add beautiful things, whatever you want, in the lowered transparency or something like that. Do it in your own ways, dear sisters and brothers. Probably, I hope you all have done it so well by now. Alhamdulillah. I want to see the beautiful PDFs and PPTs, inshallah. So when you just move to you do not understand the color combinations, move to the color combinations. Go to only the color palettes, okay? Because if you go to the color combinations, they'll give you both the colors as well as fonts. But when you move to the color palettes, you will have only the colors. Fine. You can just make use of any colors that you want here. Fine. Okay, whichever you want, in whichever format you want. Fine. So that is up to you, dear sisters and brothers. The color palettes is totally up to you, whichever you like. Okay, basically we actually use it in something like this way. Same color but lightened up. Okay, that's totally up to you, the way you like things to be. Youthful colors, the illustrative colors, the youthful colors, whichever you want, the creative colors. There are so many options. Go for it, inshallah ta'ala. So this is the first way of doing things. And then you just have to add some headings. You are going to make 5 to 10 slides at least for today's homework, inshallah. So this is the first way of presenting the presentations. So alhamdulillah, we have covered the presentation slides for teachers and the students as well as the professionals. Done. We are done with presentations. Now we are going to discuss something called as how to make the notes. Okay, if you are a teacher or if you are a student, if you want to keep it all in a single notes, what you all do is just move to this home page. Now we are going to something called as docs. Okay, go to the docs. You can make it in the document format. If you are a teacher, if you want to prepare a lesson and if you want to keep all of the lesson plan in one page, you just can move forward with that. But if you're going to just want to write something in the form of documents, just click on the start writing documents. Okay, you will be having so many options like documents, whichever you want to write the documents for, project overview if you want to write, or something like that. You can just go for it. The teachers, whichever you want, you can just select. For the students, what you can do is notes. You just have to write it as notes. Okay, notes. In the notes, you will get so many kinds of notes which you all can go with. For example, if you want just a notes with the lines, if you want some notes with the something background, if you want to keep the notes with something like this, go for it. Okay, notes. And remember the category. This is the photos. Remember the category. In this category, you all have to mention which category you want it for. You want it for the document styling, right? You want it in the form of the documents. So just remember to keep it in the document category. Fine. In the doc category. So probably it's somewhere here. Okay. You can just write the document notes in the form of docs. Notes, document. Okay, the Word documents that you create on this one, dear sisters and brothers, on what we say on the computer, those are all available here. Fine. So you have, see here, the documents by, these are all the documents format. Fine. You can just go page after page. These are all the documents that you all are having. Just click on any of the notes that you want. Write, keep writing the notes where whenever you find any topics very interesting. For example, we have many students here for Dore Quran, for the for various purposes. We have so many students here, dear sisters and brothers. You all can make this notes making. You just have to write the notes in each and every pages. You just have to duplicate this up, write the notes, and export it as a document file. That's all. You're going to export it as a document, the Word document. If you want, you can export it. If you want it into the PDF format, usually we use the PDF format, so I export it in the PDF format. That's all. Okay, so this is the way of note keeping, and you just can keep writing the notes, and that the notes that you make in the online, it is easily editable, right? The more note that you write on your book, it's not editable, it's not that editable. So this one is editable, and it is once written, and it can be shared easily. It can be you can add more points to it and more. So remember, if you just prefer using the note making, the online platform for note making, that is well and good, inshallah. So you all have this opportunity of creating the documents. You can just start with the creating the blank if you want. You can also see the templates if you want. This is a blank document. Okay, dear sisters and brothers, it is the same as the Microsoft Word. How to create that? You have to just move to this one, doc. I write the type doc and just go to the create blank document, and then you just can write your own documents. For example, I'm writing okay, I just want to write a document on Canva curriculum or something like whatever we want to give on the Canva. The first one that you're going to learn something, I want to keep it written in the form of a note. First day it was nothing but introduction. Second day we were learning something called as this one. So it's just the key points. If you want and want to write and keep, it is all here. Okay, you have something called as heading, subheading, everything you can write it. If you want to make the tables, if you want to make the pie charts, bar charts, usually, do you remember we used to make use of the Microsoft Word for making things easy for us? For example, the bar charts and all, everything is here. Everything is here, the gradients, everything, the tools that were there on the Microsoft Word, all of it, each one of it are here, dear sisters and brothers. Go for it, inshallah. This is a beautiful application for you all to keep the notes ready. Okay, notes making, this is a beautiful application. Okay, this is just a format for the documents for the students. And the next thing that we wanted to learn today was CV. Okay, the resumes. You just need a beautiful, what we say, you want to put up a resume for yourself, and you want to put it out for the okay, for your career. So what you do, you just prepare a resume, right? Or we just write a CV there. So write CV over there and see how many options you all have. Okay, take any one of it, okay, and change it beautifully. Okay, take any one of it and change it beautifully. These are the templates that you all can refer to, and these are excellently done. Take it from me. Many of the students have taken this, and they have got placed in many of their what we say, the companies. And it is not the resume that gives you the jobs, but at least it gives you an impression, right? It gives you a proper impression on the, it gives you a proper impression on the one who is the placement officer, or what we say. So dear sisters and brothers, you all can just go for this. Okay, you all can just go for it and just refer to each and every one, whichever you find it great to go with. Take the templates and do. If you do not like the something that is here, make your own resumes. Okay, resumes here, you have very excellent options. For example, if you want to add the tables here, okay, skill sets is done, education is done. Instead of this, you want to add the tables in the education. You do not want to add something like this. So what you do, you just add it in this in the form of the tables. Okay, one important thing, dear sisters and brothers, you all can share your templates, your own templates here. So how to add the tables, dear sisters and brothers? You just have to move to something called as the elements again. You just go and write tables. Okay, in the tables you will have different tables. Whichever table you want, you can grab it. Okay, in the graphics you have, in the tables you have, in the shapes you have, so many tables, so many table options. How much ever you want, you will have. If you just take this one, and if you want to increase it, you just can increase it. You just have to click on each cell and type it as the next cell or something like that. It is the same as the Microsoft Word. It is same as the Microsoft Word that you all had. Fine. If you want to delete the cells, it is something called as delete the cell is there. Okay, so do not worry, it is totally based on, see here, it's totally based on the same thing as the what we say as a Microsoft Word. See, a delete column, delete row, delete tables. It is same as that. When you click on the three dot button, you will also be having something called as delete table, delete column, or something like that. If you want to merge the cells, it is merge the cell here. If you want to put something on the right, you will have it here. Everything, every option that you want, it is here. Okay, delete column, deleted the column. If you want to add the rows, for example, if you want to add the rows, keep writing, then it will be added by itself. Okay, so do it yourself, inshallah. You will be able to do it all. Okay, so this is the one way of doing the putting out the certificates, so resumes. Okay, and this way you can just prepare your own curriculum vitae, what we say, or you can just prepare it in your own ways, inshallah. You put your own creativity for your own, what we say, on resumes, right? So alhamdulillah. So the next thing, dear sisters and brothers, the last topic that we want to address today was about the certificates. Okay, if you are a professional into the field, or if you are linked with an institution, if you are linked with a school or something like that, and you want to prepare the certificate for your students to appreciate them, you also have so many options for certificates on the Canva. If you do not want something that is on here, that is over here, you can create your own certificates using your own way of using your own skills, using your own talents, and using your own creativity. For example, for this certificate, probably if you do not like the content that is here, you can just write your own content in that in a manner that you like. Fine. If you do not like the text that is here, go to the styles, go to the designs, go to the styles, and change the combination of the text that is here. How to change? Go to the font sets and change the combination of the text. You want this one? It is changed. You want this one? It is changed. Change the text size in this way. Text font styling in this way. Dear sisters and brothers, this is an excellent option. Go for it. Okay, go for it, inshallah. You will be finding it very helpful for you. Fine. So you have font sets in different ways. Do it in different ways. So these are the font sets that have been proven the best, and so they have put it here in the form of the combinations. Okay, they have combined the fonts in this way, and they have put it here. This is up to you to use them and use it in different ways. Fine. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, make use of each and everything that is on the Canva, and inshallah prepare the beautiful. First important thing for today's session is I want to see a beautiful presentation prepared. Okay, the homework is nothing but the presentation or the PDF. You can send it in the form of the PPT or in the form of the PDF, inshallah, and you have to send it to me. You can create any of the presentations. For example, if you're a teacher, create the presentation based on the based on your class. Okay, based on whichever class you're offering, some one chapter or something. At least include 5 slides. Okay, you have to have at least 5 slides. If you want to make it for the Quranic presentation, put out the ayahs there and create a beautiful Quranic presentation there. If you want to put something like the what we say, if you are into the business field, put out your commodities there and create a beautiful flyer, inshallah, a beautiful presentation, inshallah. So today's homework would be, you all are going to send me the presentations, inshallah. So come on, I'll address the doubts. I actually was not able to see the chat box, so I did not refer to. So where is the duplicate option? Yes, dear brother Muhammad Fahim, it is nothing but the plus button that appears on each of the elements that you press. Okay. Okay, the duplication of the slides, it is nothing but when you're just going to click on the 4 dot button on the left corner. Okay, the 4 you will be having some circle with the 4 this one slides. Okay, when you click on that, you will have something called as duplicate slide. Okay, next thing, how to get the transition on laptop? It is very easy, dear sisters and brothers. If you want, I can just share you a screenshot, Muhammad Fahim. Okay, I will share you a screenshot. How to add a screenshot? Where will it be saved? It will be saved on your gallery. Okay, if you are with a laptop, you can just browse it by using the upload button. If you are with the with this one, if you are with the cell phone, you just have to click it on the click it on something called as gallery. Okay, gallery or media browser, and see on the images. You just grab those image and add it to the page. That's all. Okay, how to get the transition? How? Okay, any more doubts? Come on, you can just ping me. Okay, you can just ping me. I'll help you out throughout. Do not worry, inshallah ta'ala. Gradient is excellent topic. It is available everywhere, dear sisters and brothers. So it is when you just click on the background. Okay, there are colors. Move to the colors that are double. Okay, dual colors. Move to the dual colors. Click on one color and then just move back and again go to the color palette and see you'll be having the gradients over there. Okay, you'll be having 2 colors. You can set your own colors and you can set your own styles for each colors. Fine. You can, if you are finding it difficult, what you all have to do is you just have to move back to the recordings and listen to the recordings, inshallah. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, this was the class for today. Hopefully this was very helpful for you all. Was it helpful, dear sisters and brothers? Let me see, let me hear yes or no. If you are into the teaching field, this is an excellent option to you all. Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fiki, dear sisters and brothers. I want you all to create the beautiful editors, I mean the photo editors or the flyer editors, or I want you all to design like a pro, inshallah ta'ala. So dear sisters and brothers, this was a class for today. I want you all to send the presentation. I already told you the homework, inshallah. I'll send it in the group, inshallah. I also told you, dear sisters and brothers, the homeworks are mandatory for the certificate of completion, because you will learn only if you are going to practice it, or you will learn only if you are practicing it all along. Okay, if you're practicing it all along, only then you will be able to learn this skill, inshallah. Only then you will be able to design like a pro. Okay, so inshallah, with this spirit of learning more, inshallah, let's all be gathered together in tomorrow's session, and tomorrow's session will be very important, and inshallah it will be excellent to all of the business persons, or inshallah whoever is into the business. We are going to create a beautiful step in tomorrow's session as well. So take care of yourselves, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah ta'ala. Hoping to meet you all in tomorrow's session, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.